Well, hello there, and welcome to issue number 76 of my Eastern and Western combinations. And this issue is all about the Taurus Ox. So if you were born in any of those dates, or you think you are, just look at the caption prior to this video, and that'll tell you all you need to know. If there's anybody that may be 12 years previous to those dates, you know, a grandparent, an aunt, or whatever, just message me, drop me a line if you want to know the dates 12 years prior to that or 24 years prior to that. Look back into your family tree, and I'll be gladly willing to give you all the dates necessarily. As I say, just get in touch via here through comments or on my email address. Okay, let's start straight away. We've got the romantic but strong Taurian, and its combination this time is the ox, the sort of gentle but sort of stubborn, regimented ox. So you might feel as though the combination is going to throw together somebody who is, you know, so stuck in their ways that, you know, you can't see them ever changing or ever changing their sort of habits, or the theories that they make as a child are going to be stuck with them for life. But it actually doesn't. What you actually get is, even from an early child, you're gonna have a strong child here. You're gonna have one that's quite misread though, because male or female, they're gonna seem quite tough on the exterior, not massively articulate in the sense of expressing themselves. So they're going to be seeming a little bit on the quiet side, a little bit maybe serious, a bit moody. You know, a little bit of a tough nut, but you couldn't be further from the truth, because in fact you've got a really sensitive character that isn't very shy even, and they do find it hard to sort of express themselves vocally. Fantastic at writing stuff down, or you know, reading from a book. They love reading, they love books, but to express their inner self, that's very difficult, and from a young age you'll see this, and they tend to take the quiet option, and they're seen, as I say, a little bit slightly isolated, which is unusual for Taurian, but they're just slightly isolated, not as bad as some other options, but you know, they are, and as I say, a little unapproachable. They do enough. Yes, they are slower than some. They are very determined and slow in that way. They won't rush about for anybody, let alone any teachers. You won't get the best out of them by rushing them to get the work in time or anything like that. But what you'll find is when they're in their own privacy, they go home or they confide into a close friend, they're really quite serious. And you know, once you get to know them, they're very articulate individual. Like they won't express, but they won't express to people that they're very confident in, or they're very assured in. So the everyday individual's not going to get a lot out of them in that sense. You know, they grin and bear it. They will never show that they're hurt, and this is where you can get the little bit of a conundrum with them, because you think, oh, what's going on in their mind. Well, rest assured, it slowly comes out. We get into the college years, we get into the university years, and you then get somebody who, I suppose it's with age, it's with maturity, that they don't mind that sensitivity being shown. They're very romantic, and they are looking for that perfect relationship. They do believe in, they really do believe in, you know, the knight in the shining armour, or, you know, kissing the princess. They really have got that wonderful, naive, I should say, but maybe not, you know, romantic value, and it's fantastic. They carry it all the way through with them. You know, they may not get involved into a serious relationship till they're quite a bit older, maybe 25s, 28s, something like that. They might not be getting involved in that serious relationship, because, you know, it's the commitment. It's, are you the one? Are you the one that is going to be this perfect dream? The romance of the Taurian is fantastic. You know, they find romance in anything in their partner. It takes a lot for them to be put off by their partner. The partner would have to act very inappropriate or you know, be downright rude very often for them not to see the romance in this situation. So it's very important that this combination does get the right person, and that romance will blossom. You know, you have got somebody who's fantastically gifted then of making someone feel special, because, as I say, they'll be articulate to the ones that are very close to them. So from the outside, people might look at it and they say, oh, my neighbour's very quiet, or, you know, they'll just say the basic necessities, or they seem, you know, a bit offish, but they don't really know, and that's the key. If you want to get to know the sign, you're gonna, you know, you're gonna uncover, or, you know, it's a gem. So scratch the surface a bit. Don't be that judgmental and think, oh, you know, even if you was on a first date with this character, you know, if they're not brilliantly talkative, if they just want to be sort of pleasant, but, you know, you're going to have to bide your time. You're going to have to plug away. You're going to have to find out their interest. And a lot of their interest may be literature, stuff like that. They're very good with the news, up-to-date news. They're excellent at current affairs, stuff like that. So just start there. You know, gain their trust a bit. Gain, you know, really get to know them, and then it's all going to be worthwhile, because, as I say, you unravel this romantic character that really does see the world in a special way. You know, for a lot of us that's been lost, or may not be, you know, we might not ever thought we could find it, but, you know, you can do with this individual, because, you know, they mix the tradition of, you know, strong family bonds, you know, as we're going on later, you know, this individual gets married, they want it for life, and they want the children, they want the grandchildren, they make wonderful grandparents, because it's a tradition, it's the blood, it's the, you know, it's the family history, and they love that. They love the whole thing about that. They make really, really compelling grandparents, very fascinating and very protective for those grandchildren, and they can often have a few quid tucked away for them. So when them university fees need paying, or they want to go on a special course or whatever, it's normally the very benevolent Taurus Ox grandparent or aunt, you know, or uncle who goes, yeah, I've got it for you. Boom. Don't need to say anything. You know, this is very much, you know, let love speak up itself situation, you know. You just feel it. You feel it, and, you know, it's a wonderful thing. So really give this sign, you know, a bit of time. Give them a chance, and you won't be sorry. Their perfect matches, well, we have to look at their perfect matches, is amongst the roosters, because, you know, the tradition and the, you know, the family values, a very fantastic combination here. So let's look for the Capricorn roosters, the Piscean roosters, the Cancerian roosters, and also the Virgoan roosters. Very, very, very strong. And also the snakes. The snakes with their, you know, they can unlock doors, they can unlock hearts, and, you know, they can melt away even, you know, a little bit of stubbornness there. So they can break people down, so that's very good, because they do really put the patience in to get to know people. And so you've got to be looking for the Capricorn, the Piscean, the Cancerian, and the Virgo snakes. Fantastic matches. We can't really expect oxen and goat to get on, and especially oxen and Taurian goats, because the lack of sometimes what the Oxford class is direction, and occasionally not so careful with the money, stuff like that from the goat. The goat would see the Taurian ox as maybe a bit stuffy, a bit rough around the edges, because we're talking, you know, a gentle creature in the oxen. And deep down the Taurus, you know, the Taurus, you know, yearns to hold their hands out to everybody and be, you know, okay with everyone. They don't like conflict, but I think the goat would just push them too far, and that would be not a great area at all. If we look at health-wise, well, there's one, the Taurian You know, they're not going to suffer too much by repressing. They're not really repressing stuff because the oxen's not like that. You know, in that sense. So we haven't got to worry about stress levels, things like that. What we have got to worry about is getting enough exercise to the Taurian ox. You know, they can like rich foods and stuff like that. So, but we do need to get them regular exercise. So, you know, rheumatism can be a problem. Rheumatoid arthritis can be a problem for this combination. Just keep the activity going, not too rigorous because of the joints of the oxen. You know, they're very need to be wrapped in cotton wool a bit. So don't overdo it, but do enough, and then finding that great balance. You know, I think we've got a very strong, long-living, hardy sign here with that gentle centre. So try and find it. Spend a bit of time. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and I wish the Taurian oxes all the best. Hoping they find that match, or you know, one for the future. Thank you very much, and tune in to the next episode. Thank you.